Good morning, children. This is Swati, Faculty of Social Studies in DAV Louis Vika, Bharati Vidya Mandir. Energy from the sun. Learning objects. By the end of this chapter, we will able to learn, describe the solar energy from the sun rays, explain about the sun rays and earth surface, describe the contrast between the land and water, identify the temperature of atmosphere, describe about heat balance, illustrate the high and low temperature on the earth, describe about the heating of the atmosphere, examine the moderate and extreme climate, identify the temperature maps. We know, children, we have learned about the diversity, oceans and continents, mountains, plateaus, etc. in previous classes. We also know that the solar energy travels from the sun to the earth in the form of rays. Do you know? The solar radiation which is received by the earth's surface is called insolation. Sun rays falls on the angle at about 90 degrees on the equator and they fall slanting towards the pole. This is called the angle of incidence. Let us know about introduction, solar energy and the sun rays and variation temperature in different parts of the world. And the next topic is solar energy and sun rays. Sun is the principal sources of energy on the surface and it is like a powerhouse which gives energy in the form of light and heat. This energy is known as solar radiation. When body produces energy, it is called radiation. Sun produces energy in the form of sun rays which we can see and feel like light and heat. And sun also releases energy in the form of UV rays, radio waves, X-rays which we can neither feel nor see. The solar radiation that reaches the earth's surface is called insolation. The amount of energy received at the ground level is less when compared to the actual energy which is received by the earth atmosphere. It is because most of the energy is reflected back by earth atmosphere. And harmful rays like UV rays will not reach the ground. This made all living beings like humans, animals, trees, etc. to live on the earth. And clouds and smoke or dust absorb the solar rays and reflect them away. Due to this, it will be very cool during the cloudy days. And greenhouse effect. A greenhouse is called as glass house. Do you know? Observe the given picture. These are the houses which are made by human societies. Human grows crop by creating an artificial environment. We can grow vegetables and fruits is very cold reason by building greenhouses. Observe the given picture, children. By irrigating the fields, a marshy environment can be created to grow crop like paddy. Observe that due to the curved nature, the earth's surface, the rays which reaches the ground do not heat the earth's surface uniformly. In the displayed image, you can observe that the amount of solar energy which falls on the smaller area and the larger area is the same. However, it gets warmer on the equator than near the poles because of the curved nature. That is the reason. Curved nature. The sun rays falls at an angle 90 degree on the equator and falls slantingly towards the poles. The angle is called angle of incidence. The display table makes us understand what difference angle of incidence makes for the amount of energy received on the earth. Children, in the equatorial region, it is cloudy after midday and fierce sunrise falls on the ground, even if the extreme sun falls on it. That's the reason why the equatorial region are not warm as a region which are immediately north or south to the equator. The angle of incidence constantly changes when the earth goes around the sun in the course of the year. Therefore, it increases in north during the November, December and decreases during May, June. And the next topic is land and water contrast. Observe the given picture, children. The temperature distribution will be different, do you know? And varies over the land and oceans. It can be observed by measuring the temperature on continents and oceans. Land is a good conductor of heat. Land gets heated and cooled quickly, whereas water bodies are not different, or different oceans will take more time to heat. The sun rays first heat the earth's surface but not the atmosphere, children, or their air around us. Actually, the atmosphere allows the rays to pass through without being heated by them. Earth radiates the heat which heat up air around us. Because of this, the earth's surface is warmer when compared to the higher reaches of the atmosphere. And next one, heat balance. Earth radiates heat in different ways. 1/3 of heat is immediately reflected back to the space. The rest heat up the earth's surface, which in turn heat the atmosphere and then finally get radiated into the space. The amount of heat which remains in earth will accumulate and it becomes hotter if the entire heat is not radiated. Conversely, in the earth receives less heat than the heat radiated by it, then it would get heat. And gases like carbon dioxide increases in the atmosphere due to the more usage of petrol, diesel and by cutting down the forest, etc. If carbon dioxide is increased, the atmosphere, then it's decreased the radiation of heat and increases the global temperature which results is global warming. Global warming has significant a costly effect on our community, health and climate. If we will not take any action to reduce global warming, these effects will grow more expensive and damages our planet, including you, your community and your family. Thank you, children.